Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Significant Other. Yes, starring Maika, Monroe. I like her. Jake Lacy, I don't recognize. But it's about a couple who goes backpacking in the Pacific Northwest. And then they get out there and they realize that there's a lot of stuff going on. Some sinister events leading them to realize that everything about the place is not as it seems. So it has drama, mystery, sci-fi, and thriller. It's an hour and 24 minutes long, which is great for a weeknight, right? Paramount Plus original. 5.6 on IMDb so far, but 1,478 people rated it so far. So, I don't know. I'm excited to see it. We'll see where it goes. And the best thing about it is I'll tell you what I think. So, stick around. I'll be back. I don't know if that's the best thing about it, but... Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Significant Other. And first let me correct. I know I've been saying her name wrong. There's no N in it. At least looking at the credits. It's Maika, Monroe? I don't know. But she's our main character in this. And I tell you what, she plays the character in this, like, she's really good at, like, everything that I've seen her in. She is, no pun intended, somebody's significant other. Whether she's dating somebody or married or engaged or, you know, whatever it is that is, you know, like pretty and well put together. Seems like everything's going well for her. And I'm talking about all of her characters, but there's something off, you know, that makes her like different. Every one of them, she does that really well. That happens in this movie. And from start to finish, that's her character. Essentially her, and sorry to know, checking an hour and 24 minutes. I mean, I think I could fit it all in here, and I'm going to do my best to I think you should watch it. But real quick, the couple goes hiking, like I said, and right in the beginning, this is not a spoiler alert, right in the beginning you see an asteroid come down, right? So, and you see a little bit about what is on the mountain, essentially. It's you know, like it seems like an alien life form is what you're gonna see that right from the beginning. It's not a spoiler alert, and I'm sure other synopsises say that. But that's what it is, right? And so immediately I started to get a little disinterested. I'm like, alright, it's an alien. I'm not much into sci-fi unless it's like really sci-fi, but this is kind of the blending of a nature movie and sci-fi and a couple romance and whatever. But it ended up working for me. Sci-fi and what was the other? And supernatural. Because it brings in supernatural. Sometimes they just don't work for me. But in this case, it kind of did. They do a great job. This couple goes up in the mountains. They're in love. They're having a great time. She has, like, anxiety, like, of, you know, going hiking and stuff like that. Everything. You know, and the boyfriend, their boyfriend and girlfriend, and been together for 6 years, all that kind of stuff. So, and then something starts to happen. Like, they kind of sense, or she at least senses there's something going on. Not too sure, and then it you know, obviously increases and things happen without going into greater detail, and it becomes, at one point in the beginning, I'm like, okay, whatever, you know, it's like, this is not that creative. But then they get more creative. They actually add in a little bit of humor, which was very unexpected when you watch this. You know, there's humor between the two as they're joking about each other's lives and silly stuff like that, but there's a point where it becomes more, you know, funny to us as opposed to just funny to them, if you know what I mean. So, and I was like, wow, this is kind of strange, but I liked it. So, because it's new, it's different, it's creative, it's outside the box. You know, they took a somewhat dramatic, serious kind of movie, although make-believe fictional, but they put in a little bit of humor just in one spot, nowhere else. And I thought it worked well, and I thought the actor who did it, because even in the beginning, I forget the guy's name, Jake or Jack something, I've seen him before. And I thought, even when I saw him, I was like, I don't know if he's right for this role. But when they get to the humor part, I thought, okay. And then he was definitely right for the role. Up until that point, I wasn't sure. I was on the fence, but I thought he was a little You know, don't want to typecast an actor, but I thought he was, you know, whatever. But then I think it works out really well. And I love that whole aspect of it. And I won't go into greater detail. I thought that was great. Then we get to pretty much the last hour of the film. And it's, I guess, a dramatic climax, if you will. I didn't like that so much. I liked where it was going first. I wasn't too happy with that. So that knocked me down a little bit. But otherwise, it was a roller coaster of how I felt about the film. Not so much of emotions this time, but at first I was like, eh. Oh, I'm really interested to see it. When I saw it was sci-fi and supernatural, I was like, I'm losing my interest. Not that I was on my phone, I was paying attention. And then when it, you know, some things start to happen that I didn't expect, I was like, oh, okay. I like it again. And then it came to that last part, and it's not like I don't like it, but I brought it down some. You know, so that's the way I felt about it without going into details of specifically what changed my opinions. But I like it for its creativity and not following the same old, same old. So there you go. That's it. I don't think I could add anything more. I won't even say what I want to say now. I'm just going to say, check it out. If you have Paramount Plus, you might as well. It's an hour and 24 minutes. If you like sci-fi supernatural, you'll like this one. And if you really don't like that stuff, maybe you won't enjoy it that much. There is some... No, that's it. I mean, there's some violence in the film, but you don't need me to tell you that. So, all right, there you go. I'm on a 6. Leaning towards a 7, but not leaning towards a 5. I think I'm a solid 6. So that's it for what I have. For anybody else who doesn't want any more, I am gonna. I just want to say one last thing. Again, not gonna ruin the movie, not ruin the ending or anything like that. But I'm gonna talk a little bit more openly about it. So if you want to go ahead and go watch the movie and stop watching my review, that'd be cool. But otherwise, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. I will say that I will watch if they make a sequel. And at first I wasn't sure that I would, but you know, I thought that was pretty cool. The one gaping hole that I thought is going to be like, how is she going to explain where whatever his name is now? You know, that was the only thing that I thought, you know, there's a little catch there. But she probably doesn't need to, as we see at the end, right? So that, there we go. I just fixed it myself, fixed my own problem. But what I was saying about the dramatic climax and the change there, I liked it the other way. And now really open, not going to spoil it, but I thought it would have been cool if he just kidnapped her onto the ship and she woke up in that cocoon kind of thing and they went on. And that would be a different ending, because you're always, the protagonist is always winning and getting away or doing whatever, in a sense. And wouldn't it be awesome if it was just like, no, you're going to a different planet with me and you don't have a choice because I'm in love with you. I thought that would have been a cool route to take, my opinion. Alright, that's it. Hopefully I was helpful. If you stuck with me this long, I appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.